Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of Roll Charisma. I'm Shannon, and
I am Steven.
it's true, that's who he is. Surprise! So, this week, we spookied out a little bit.
Yes.
You notice I'm voting though to maybe keep the intro video this time.
Yeah. No, 100%.
I
What
like
other
it.
votes do we need? McSherry, we need your answer stat
Yeah,
because
everybody votes. Although we could probably just ask Ty and he'd be like, "Okay, fine," because you already did
That's
it.
true.
But yeah. So this week we don't have a guest. Steven and I normally in the olden days, in the woebegone times, pre-COVID, pre-adulthood, living far, far away.
yeah, pre-moving 1,100 miles, you know.
Yeah, all that jazz. We used to spend most Halloweens together, being debaucherous, responsibly, and doing things and stuff. So
we should have got the vampire pictures ready for them.
oh, we could have. I mean, we really didn't plan much. We were just like, let's do this randomly.
Scary.
I would probably do that though. I'm sure we could find them in.
I think they're on Facebook.
Yeah, that's true. We just give them to Ty. Well, maybe we'll do that at the break.
Yes.
We'll subject y'all to some pictures that we can find real quick.
Hell yes. We have a McSherry yes. So everybody
12 yeses.
Yeah, boom.
It's like a jury of yeses as far as I'm concerned.
Bring forth the skulls and the creepy music.
So this week, not only are we doing reacts because we love them, we are going to try to do what these crazy kids on the internet are doing. Well, it's been a long time, and I guess that's a little over-exaggeration, but we're going to do some Am I the Assholes? Am I the Asshole, singular? I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's a group. I don't know what we're going to read.
The gaggle of assholes.
No, there goes a gaggle of assholes.
They go, wah, wah.
Apparently we're silly. I'm sober. I don't know about you. This is just...
I had a bottle of sake like an hour and a half ago, and I'm sleep deprived. So we'll see how it goes.
Loopy.
Little loopy.
I'll just take the energy that you're giving and go with it. Oh, Responsible Debauchery is the name of my. Is that Sex Pistols cover band? I have my filter on.
I like that.
That's a good one. Responsible.
Oh, you
Debauchery.
have your filter on?
I don't. I did. It kind of did it by default, and then I've never changed it. So every now and again.
What the fuck does this say?
What's really funny about it is that it will, have the appropriate amount of asterisks. However, my brain almost always makes it worse than it actually is.
I'm sure. Yep.
So it's kind of counterproductive, but it's fine. One of these days I'll change it, but I never think about it until I'm like on Twitch and then I'm busy. So
did you hear that? Don't allow Shannon to fill in the blanks.
Do. I am really super fun to play Mad Libs with. Thank you very much.
Yes, this is true. This is very true.
But yeah, so I don't know. I have a mild reading disorder, out loudness, so I may stumble.
That too. I was like, yay, let's read multiple paragraphs.
I know, on air, unrehearsed, in things we've never read before. So we're gonna do that, but if we're the kids up there is stuttering, trying to read, just love us anyway. Or I will send my bunny to haunt your soul.
Not the bunny. Ew, Shannon, no.
Okay. All right. Do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first?
Yes.
Oh, well, you already had it. What do you want to do? I thought, right, because you don't have that projected. I don't know. Do I look like someone who knows what the fuck is happening?
He's talking to Ty, everybody.
Oh, right. See? All right. Either or. Okay, well, let's already do this. So we're gonna start out with the Am I the Asshole? Because on our screen it's already up.
Okay. It's a little. Here we go. It's a little.
A little.
Am I the asshole for rubbing a painful truth in my parents' faces? My half-sister got married in July. My family was all there. Me and my brother and sister didn't really want to go, but our parents made us. We didn't want to go because the three of us always felt like our half siblings, half sister is 27 and half brother is 24, didn't really want us around. My parents always dismissed that. Mom said she knew her kids and that of course they wanted us around. We're their family. It was actually a fight between me and them because I said at 17 I should have the choice not to go, and they disagreed. After the wedding, my parents tried to buy a couple of wedding photos from the photographer, but it turned out my half sister and her husband had the photographer delete all the blended family photos. The only ones she kept were her parents, and full brother. Some with our mom and their dad's sides of the family, where me and my brother and sister were not included, and all her husband's side's photos. So she had the photographer delete every fucking photo with us and my dad in them for her side. My mom was so upset, she at first blamed the photographer, but he told mom it was at the request of the bride and groom. My half sister said she had no use for the photos. They had deleted and they only wanted to keep the ones they wanted. My half brother told mom it didn't make sense to keep photos only she'd care about. She asked about me, my siblings, and dad, and he said our feelings were not a priority for his sister or for him. Okay, I feel bad for reading her voice, just side note really quick in a bitchy tone because
I
I'm
know,
siding
because
with her
it's
right now.
I'm starting. I'm like,
But I
yeah.
started it, I'm just gonna keep it going.
You know what? This is her voice. It's a resting bitch voice, and that's okay.
My parents were both upset by the whole thing. My younger sister cried so hard too. She really got her hopes up because of what our parents said, and to have the whole thing blow up like this was hard on her. Plus, they talked about buying the photos to her and how nice it would be to look back on those photos and have some in our house. I told my parents they should have listened to us better, that they hurt my sister because they wanted to just believe instead of stopping to think about the fact that it went so blurry I needed to buffer. Hold on 2 seconds.
Well, you need a second to think, so it's
I need a
buffering.
second to think, y'all. And a further second. Uh, Okay. Yes. Think that the 3 out of 3 of their kids together felt this way might warrant some discussion. My parents are mad at me for rubbing their faces in it. I so badly wanted to say I told you so, but I didn't. But I am pissed at them because of how my sister is now feeling dumb for believing in the people she should believe in. She should believe in. Oh yeah, she should. And
She
my
should.
brother is thinking about the hours wasted at the wedding when he could have been having fun with his friends and drinking a beer. Am I the asshole?
Um, no. I mean,
No.
honestly, it kind of depends on the circumstance. If you're like, "See, ma'am," and my God, like if she said it in that voice, or he, they.
Right. So
Um,
it's one thing to have your own folder of your photos that you work with your photographer and say exclude these people from my portfolio of my wedding photos, but you could also still leave them in existence and not fucking just delete
well,
all of them so no one can share them.
I mean, and to be blatant about it, right? So, no, like, okay, in this entire scenario, clearly that person, the person whose wedding it was, is the asshole.
Yeah, honestly.
Because one, like, yeah, it's not just about you get wedding pictures for everyone, grandma and grandpa, like, or little
Sure.
cousins and shit that you don't give any crap about, but like people
Yeah,
do, and they're a part of your family and they're a memory.
exactly. And
Um,
honestly too, when it's like, yeah, y'all's feelings don't matter to us.
right.
Like
And that's okay.
Wow.
Like we're justified.
Wow.
We don't care. Yeah, that's
But
like
we're all family and just overreact. No.
no.
Normally, I think the people who write these posts are a big old asshole. But this
Yeah,
person, I am going to
no.
agree with.
This is clearly a toxic situation. I was
Yes.
kind of on board with the parents. Like I probably would have done the same thing, made the decision like you're 17, you're going to the wedding. Like I know you don't
Sure.
want to go, but like this is so and so, and I still
Sure.
got some control because you're my kid. And next year you can do whatever you want. But yeah, no, like I don't know. I
But that
guess
honestly is like the final straw.
yeah.
I just wanted a
No,
Halloween with my skull.
yeah, that's cool. You just the sound was actually kind of cool
It's
in
so
the
neat.
yeah. All right, let's do a reaction video and then I'll read the next one. Did you say that, Ty, that we could go back and forth, or is it easier for you to just do a group? I think we should switch for a little variety, so we're not just reading to the audience, because I'm not sure either Steven nor I have like the best radio voices. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I mean, we're
No.
funny,
Yeah.
but people wouldn't pay us to like read a book, you know? Oh my god.
The well and everything.
This looks like almost look like Arizona, but then there's bushes.
It does. We have bushes. Jesus, Shannon.
And grass.
Oh, there. Now we're getting rarer.
Oh, look at him!
No. Oh my gosh, even the gate headed into Pumpkin Town. Halloween Town. That was a lot of foam work. Really impressive
That
foam
was
work.
like Imagineer at Disney, like
Ugh,
professional grade. That was
can you
amazing.
imagine? S-
Ap-
oh, it was by that person. Okay.
Apparently by the person who did the claymation. Okay, so yeah.
So,
See, I
side
am a
note.
professional when I see it.
There it is. Side note, if you have not watched any of the films that made us on Netflix, it's really incredible. And that specific episode about making the Nightmare Before Christmas is quite intriguing, and you should watch it.
Those are good. I have, and I've also watched the first one I started with was the shows that made us.
Yes. Oh,
And
yeah.
the cartoons, and that's my like
That's a forte.
my soul. Yeah, I grew up. So it's cool to have all of those on there, and I'm like, oh my god, I remember all of these. It's like just nostalgic. But yeah, if I had any one of those props, I would be happy. Any
Oh,
one,
yeah. No,
let
yeah.
alone the entire set.
Ugh,
But
I
no,
want it.
me too.
Let's just go in the middle of the night. In the dark. In the night.
In the dark of the night,
I mean, he knows how to
we
make
will
them.
go
He can make
find
another set.
them. Woo! Yeah, that's right. No, Stephen, that is not a good precedent. We can't just steal them because you could make more. That's what those diabolical people who used to steal pies from windowsills would say.
Whatever. You just made me cough.
Sorry, it's the Rona.
Oh no! Right through my vaccination.
Oh, fuck. Okay. So next, yes. I'm just jealous that somebody. Whoa.
Whoa.
Thought that was a drag queen at first, but I don't think it is.
Ew!
Oh.
No. No.
Yes.
No. That is creepy as hell. I don't want to go to Silent Hill.
Yeah, it's a siren. I
used to have that
totally
as my
thought it was a
ringtone.
drag queen. I had to do when I worked at the city that I worked at, and I was part of engineering. I had to go and listen for the dam sirens because there was a dam in town, and it would do
Oh.
that. So I'd be sitting there and sound, and I'm like, Pyramid Head's coming. I get a laugh one
No.
out of every like 10 people because they're like, I don't know who that is.
Yes. I want to go to the real town that Silent Hill is based on. I don't know why, because it's very dangerous, but I
I was
want to
gonna
go
say,
to
isn't
it.
that the one where like there's sinkholes all over because
There's a
there's like the noxious gas
burning
coming out of
coal
all
mine underneath it.
Yeah, but the ground is all
Yeah, because it's been
burned.
burning for like 4 decades or some
Yeah.
shit, and it doesn't stop.
Yeah, and I watched a documentary on that, and at the
Yeah.
time of the documentary, there was still like one dude that
Mhm.
was like, "I'm not moving." I'm gonna guess he's dead by now,
One would think
because I think
but
that was like 10 years ago, or maybe even 20 years ago when the game first came out, and they
yeah,
did that like documentary.
I bet you he is Pyramid Head.
Oh,
See? You see?
that does make sense.
You see where I'm going here?
I do. That was those were great games, Silent Hill games.
Yeah.
I
Not
also,
such great movies, but great games.
I was gonna say they were bad movies,
Yeah, but I love them.
but I enjoyed them. And there was the part, I think it was in the first one with the chick, and spoilers, with the chick, and they have her in the church, and she's like on the ladder and she's fucking burning, and you're like, oh
Oh,
my god,
yeah.
she's like dead and she's all bubbly, and then she fucking, spoiler, one, two, three, and then she pops out like she's fine. Like, I mean, she wasn't
Yeah,
fine, but I was like, what horror movie actually lets somebody survive that? Like, I kind of
that one does.
appreciated it. Yeah.
I can
Like
see
it,
that.
I thought she was gonna die. That was the expectation, and
And
they
just
subverted my expectation.
yes, and I just have a fondness for the creepy contortionist nuns.
Oh
Nuns?
yeah,
No, nurses.
nurses. Ugh,
Like,
those things
they're
are
so
creepy.
dramatic.
And the legs. I remember playing
Oh,
it
yeah.
with my brother when I was a kid, and like, as I don't know what it was, but the legs like freaked me the fuck out. Like
Yeah,
they
yeah,
were the
yeah.
weirdest. I'm like, ugh.
I haven't been that creeped out. Actually, that was probably the last kinda creepy, like, one that made me feel gross up till, like, Village, which is Resident
Yeah,
Evil, but still,
I
Village
still
is
haven't played Village, but we
terrifying.
do have an Xbox
I'm
now
not gonna give
that
you
can
any
play it.
spoilers, but it's fucking terrifying in some
Well,
spots.
I did see the first part of it played at your house when your roommate
Oh!
was
Oh, that's
screaming.
right, that's right,
Yeah, but
yes,
I don't
yes.
understand, and I'm not judging people, but and I kind of wish I was one of those people because I really
Seriously.
enjoy being scared.
Yeah.
But like where you're just watching it and just like literally like
Yeah.
it's like nothing even happened.
Right,
Like a leaf blew across the road.
right.
Like it would. I wish.
It's times like that I'm like, "Am I just numb? Do I just
I
not
know
feel any?"
what Ty. He wishes I. Oh, Ty wishes I was like that too. To be fair, however, if I am playing a video game and it is a scary video game, I do get anxiety and I do
Yeah,
get scared because there's that feeling of where there's actual not actual danger, but my brain perceives it as actual danger
yes.
because my character can come to harm and my character is me.
I don't get it in movies, but
Yeah.
games do it for
Yeah.
me, and it's like,
Yeah.
yes. Actually, I'm not gonna lie, again, when I was playing Village, there was a certain part where I had to have a lorazepam.
Playing Village.
Yes. I was like, my heart is gonna beat out of its chest. I
I
need to
won't
calm it down
die.
for a second.
Oh my god. That's awesome.
Yeah, good
Are
times.
we doing a TikTok thingy or are we reading Sir Voice in the Sky?
Voice in the sky keeps on speaking.
Okay, let's do an Am I the Asshole? Get my reading bit over
Are
with.
you the asshole?
I don't know. We shall soon see.
We shall find out.
Uh am I the asshole for accidentally reporting noisy breast pumping during an exam? Probably.
Okay, yeah, that's a little different than the
But
last one.
we'll hear you out, but
Sure.
probably. That's all I'm
Yeah.
saying. I had
Watch
a
your step
college.
back.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I've put up with people crunching like Cheetos or ice and shit like that, or in a test, they did
Oh,
like,
yes.
what are you gonna do? It's melodic. It anyway. I obviously have a preconceived opinion about this, but we'll give it a shot. I had a college test yesterday, and shortly after starting, I kept hearing a continuous sound right behind me, like a repeated tapping about every 3 seconds, which is not a loud pump. At first, I just attempted to ignore it and figure someone was tapping heavily on their computer keyboard over and over out of anxiety, but it was very noticeable in the otherwise quiet environment. After 10 minutes, I noticed the other people in the room looking around, and I figured they were also probably trying to figure out what the noise was. One lady across the room made eye contact with me with a questioning look as if to say, oh, what the hell is that? I shook my head and let her know I had no idea. The professor noticed the other student looking over at me, and the student pointed in my direction, so I think the professor must have thought I had a question or was trying to get her attention, so I slightly raised my hand and she came over. I quietly told her I wasn't sure about this tapping sound was, but it seemed like people were becoming distracted by it. She asked, "Is it me making the sound at my desk?" which confused me because this wasn't a subtle noise, and of course I knew it wasn't her. So I said no and motioned behind me to show her where I was talking about. She said, "I understand," and went to the student behind me and I didn't hear what was said, but the noise stopped after that. So whatever. I just moved on with my exam. After the test, I learned the student behind me had been using an electric breast pump during the test. Someone from my class told me I should apologize to the lady at once because she would likely had suffered physical issues due to my actions and that her whole pumping schedule was probably messed up now. And she said, "This woman likely hates me now, and because of the pain she must have
Damn.
endured due to me." It is very dramatic. I just responded that I had no idea of what was going on and I surely couldn't be at fault for that. Should I just have not said anything? It is very hard for me to focus while listening to distracting sounds, especially in a pattern, and I may be more sensitive to this than others. I very much support people's rights to have accommodations to pump as needed but when it's becoming a noisy distraction to the rest, I can't help but feel other arrangements should be reasonable. Was I wrong to say something to the professor even though I had no idea of what was happening? Question mark. I don't know. One, I feel like the situation could have been handled in a way that was like, if you have to pump during your test, let's
Yeah.
accommodate you to jog the test time.
Is the schedule really that regimented? Like she couldn't
Right.
just do it before the test or
Yeah.
after the
But
test?
if she could not, because there was no reasonable accommodation for her,
Sure.
yeah, you are kind of the asshole. But I guess since they didn't know,
They're completely ignorant to the situation, though. Like, if they looked around and
Yeah.
saw it was a puppet, like, this bitch! But it was
Right.
more like,
cover your
there's something
titty.
annoying me and it's annoying other people too. What is it?
Yeah,
That doesn't seem
that's
that
true. I had a
extreme to
preconceived
me.
notion. I've calmed down. These
I
ones
mean,
are black and white. They're not black
yeah,
and white. They're very.
no.
I feel like the ones that I see people react to more are easier to
They're like, yes,
determine.
you are the asshole.
Yeah, you were clearly the asshole.
It's true.
But well, we can do yeah. So in that case, yes. Maybe, probably. We need more information.
Yeah. Or they could have, I mean, not to point out attention, but obviously everyone's going to notice anyway if it's the sound. You could have set up the expectation that that was a thing, maybe. But
Or,
that would also
again,
be
I
embarrassing.
really-
So I don't really know. Just
Yeah. I really, really think there should have been an accommodation, and if the breastfeeding
Yeah.
schedule was, and they can be regimented, it depends on the person, but the testing
Sure.
schedule should be able to, like a proctor be like, okay, well, we'll jog, you come in 30 minutes late
right,
and stay
right.
30 minutes later. And
That's
you can
easy
pump
enough.
before.
Yeah.
I work at a college. I feel like this is a reasonable accommodation for someone who is breastfeeding.
And it was just pumping too, which to me is not the same. Like, you would be more of an asshole if she was actually like breastfeeding her child.
Right, which is well,
But
relatively
she's just filling a
quiet.
receptacle, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I guess a baby's a receptacle too. But you know what I'm saying.
I mean, if you, I don't know, man. Babies as receptacles.
Babies.
I feel like this is
They
probably
kinda
not.
are, right?
I mean, then we
Things
all
go
are.
in, stuff come out. Yes, we are. We're
So
sacks of
babies.
weird, gross stuff.
We're just sacks of gross stuff.
Yeah, we're just bags, Shannon. We're
Yeah.
bags.
Yeah, we're just meat bags.
Yeah.
Put stuff
Ugh.
in, process, comes back out.
Ew.
So we're like a composter.
Gross.
We're not even a cool receptacle.
No, we're not.
Although composting is cool, to be fair, I suppose. All right.
Yes, that is true.
Let us watch GF Mom's Guesses Pokemon. Girlfriend's mom?
I'm gonna
Girlfriend's
show my
mom.
mom-in-law some starter Pokemon.
Oh my god, yes, please.
¿Avocado?
Avocado?
No me acuerdo los nombres. No, Little Dragon.
I wanna be the very best.
Demonetized.
Jigglypuff.
Yep.
No one ever was.
Little Fire Monkey.
Catch them is my real test.
This is my personal favorite.
Sweet Pistachio.
Train them is my cause.
Pistachio.
I want a sweet pistachio.
I will travel across the land.
Jeez, I know all of them. Happy Star.
searching far and wide.
Chicky wiki.
Need Pokemon to understand
Piggy dragon.
the power that's inside. Pokemon.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that was adorable.
That makes me miss Edwin's mom so much. She's so adorable like that. Oh,
I don't even know. I love yeah, Chicky Wiki.
Chicky Wiki.
Chicky
That was awesome.
She's so
I
cute.
love it. Oh, it's just
I
adorable.
loved her accent. It was,
With her
it was
coffee
better
with
than
all
with
the
Spanish
confidence.
accents. Yeah, she's like, I know
Yeah.
them all. Happy Star. Okay.
Yep, that's it. Good job.
I
Mom.
like sweet pistachio too,
Yeah.
and I liked avocado.
Yeah. What was the Ziggy one?
Ziggy Wiggy.
Ziggy Wiggy. Yes, please.
Uh,
Oh, my face hurts. We should be scarier for this Halloween episode.
we could murder something.
Damn.
Oh, there's blood all over our desk.
Oh, you're just now noticing that?
I don't look at myself the entire time. I mostly look at chat. If I'm
But
not looking at
I have to look
you.
across just to look at chat.
Oh, it spilled out of the coffee mug.
Shannon, will you please stop chugging blood during the episodes?
Never.
I guess that cup's in front of me, but I'm gonna blame you.
I just drank it and then scooched it over.
It's like, me.
No. Okay.
I want the set already, I can tell.
Yes. What is this? Vidya.
The film.
The film.
Oh. Yes. Oh my Granta. What is that thing just clapping in the bag? Clapping.
Breast pumps. That's cool.
I
Okay,
would have
so.
died for that as a kid. I used to make little vials of potions all the damn time.
Oh yeah, it was fun. You can take like the snappy, glowy sticks and put
Yes.
them into a bottle, and you could just totally
Yeah.
do that.
I did that with a fountain too that looked like an Aztec pyramid, and then you turn the black
Yo.
light on, and it like, very cool.
I
So
kinda
and
remember
then
that.
yeah, you do.
Yeah.
And I used to make things like this. So when I was a little kid, and I'm sure some of you have the same experience, when I was a little kid and you bought a legit chemistry set, it was a legit chemistry set. Like, follow the directions or you're going to catch things on fire or make explosives. And I literally...
Burn your skin.
Yeah, I concocted so much crazy stuff. I just remember little vials with crazy warning labels with like the emblems of like toxic and stuff on it. And my parents are like, here you go. We know you want to be a chemist when you grow up. Well, that worked out well, but still, I had
Well,
fun
you
with
know.
that kit.
Yeah. No, they're not really like that anymore. I mean, well, they kind of are. We did this like crystal growing set with Dorian, that our
Yeah.
youngest kid, that like there was lots of warnings and like don't touch your skin, and but
Ooh.
it wasn't. I don't know. It
It
wasn't
wasn't
like
like
the old ones.
uranium.
No, we're older than
Yeah.
than some of our audience
true.
members and friends, and the 90s, the early 90s.
Yeah, it was fend for yourself back then,
It
all
really
out.
was, it was survival of the fittest.
Good
It was,
fucking luck, kid.
it was Mad Max back then,
It
It's like,
was.
yeah, it's fine.
And I wouldn't have had it any other way. And I stick by what I said.
I mean, that's nice. I don't know. As
If
a
I had kids
parent,
now, though, I'd be like, no, bitch.
that's the problem. Like, as a parent, I'm like, oh, here's the story from my what the fuck? Like, where were
Yeah.
my parents?
Right. I was just somewhere on the farm,
Yeah,
off with the dog.
right. I was off with the dog in the
Whatever.
forest at
Yeah,
like
whatever.
5. Like 5. Like, oh, the dogs
Like-
got you. There were bears, Mom.
See that 1,200-pound bull? Don't go by him.
Yeah.
What would I do? I went and hung out with the bull.
Right? Well, I was a good girl. My parents like don't go by the river, and so I
Yeah.
didn't.
I
But-
did.
But
Well, the pond.
this was like this was the Sayusla River,
Oh,
and it was
yeah.
in the woods area, so it was wise of me not to die.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I almost drowned in the pond. My dog saved me, though, so that was good.
I already know.
My dog saved my life.
My-
Hashtag man's best friend.
My dog didn't save my life, but she tried when
Yeah?
we were coming through a clearing in the middle of the woods, and on the other side of the clearing there was a bear who popped out at the same time, and we were all surprised to see one another. It was a black bear. It wasn't a very big. The Pacific
Yeah.
Northwest black bear is not a very big bear.
But still, it's
It
a
was
bear.
a bear, and I was little, so it seemed big, but it was all, you know, and like she got in front of me and was like, I'm gonna eat you, and the bear's like, okay, and then like turned around and
Whatever.
trundled off, and I was like, I survived a bear attack.
That's
But I
awesome.
was again, I
What
was
else
very
was
far from home. Where the fuck were my parents? They
were
don't
at
even
home.
believe me. They do that all the time. I will tell them stories and
Like,
they're like, oh,
that
you're
doesn't
making
happen.
that up. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I'm not. Like,
I can
anyways,
see them doing that.
I
can see them
know.
doing that.
We didn't do that. Yes, you did. No, we didn't. Here's a picture. Like, oh, okay.
Like, all right, fine.
I don't have a picture of that situation, but I have other
I'll own
pictures.
it.
Mm-hmm. You doctored the picture. No.
Photoshop.
Yes. Okay,
Fake
we
news.
are at 6:30, so we will go
Ready?
ahead and I know. We'll go ahead and take a brief, not really a break, but we're gonna go ahead and show Hey Doyle McSherry's video news. I think they're talking about spooky, scary things. You know,
Spooky TTRPGs.
yeah.
I'm into the song.
Yeah. Anyway, go ahead and enjoy that, and we will be right back, and we'll see if we can find some of those pictures we were talking about.
Yes, let's look.
Yeah.
Going on the hunt right now.
And when they got home, they found that the hook had been in the car door the entire time.
No, that can't be. No, that's not true.
No, seriously. My cousin's nephew's roommate told me so.
Oh, well. Yeah, then it must be true.
Yeah, I checked
Okay.
out.
Well, spooky season is here,
Ah, yes.
and I thought it'd be kind of fun to talk about some spooky TTRPGs.
I like that.
All right, the first one I found is called The Haunted Roadside Diner.
Mm-hmm.
And it's basically, everyone's in their town has an urban legend or a piece of folklore. There's the Haunted Bridge, the
Oh, yeah.
Phantom Hitchhiker,
Yeah.
the Denny's special that lingers, follows you.
That's
Maybe that's
definitely every town.
That's just me. Things that hide in the cornfields, haunted bridges, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
The Haunted Roadside Diner is about when the urban legend becomes horribly and uncomfortably adjacent.
Ooh.
So it's for people who love a good old spooky story.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a GM-less TTRPG for 2 to 5 players,
Okay.
in which you play a group of urban legend enthusiasts driving along a desolate stretch of highway in search of some supernatural excitement or uncanny anomaly.
Ooh, kind of like your own episode of Supernatural.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
Will it end in a cautionary tale about hubris, a vignette about humanity's brush with the ignoble? It is up to you.
Calamity. It will always end in calamity.
Yeah, with my luck too, we'll break down. Who knows? Car will run out of gas. Anyway, you need a deck of cards, 6-sided die, and a group of people interested in telling a horror story.
I think we can get that together
Yeah.
for sure.
You told a really good one.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. The second one I found is a game called Flats and Fangs.
Okay, it's caught my interest already. Can you tell me a little bit more about it?
Sure. It's kind of like What We Do in the Shadows, where basically you are a group of vampires trying to live your best unlife while trying to blend into the modern world.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, and it was created for BIPOC Vamp Jam, which was an event that asked for submissions for vampire-related games created by BIPOC.
Oh, I like that idea very much.
Yeah, and the idea behind that was, vampire stories, they're far too Eurocentric.
Oh, definitely.
You have True Blood, Twilight, Interview with the Vampire, etc., etc. So BIPOC Vamp Jam wanted to highlight all the vampire folklore that exists in cultures beyond Europe.
Oh,
So
that's fascinating.
yeah,
I love it.
So yeah, it's an awesome idea. I love it. Again, it's BIPOC Vamp Jam. But in this game, Flats and Fangs, the character creation takes about 5 minutes. It's pretty awesome.
So it's quick, yeah.
And the GM has several adventure prompts, so you can you're just trying to blend into the modern world and all the calamity that can come with that, being a vampire.
Like a vampire does, yeah.
And gameplay takes anywhere from 2 hours or more, so depending on how deep you want to get into your story, and you can make it an ongoing campaign.
Oh, that's
So,
amazing.
Yeah.
You know, I really appreciate you tracking down new games that I haven't heard of. This is awesome. I mean,
Thank you.
historically, 10 Candles is a Halloween favorite.
Mhm. Oh yeah.
By friend of the channel, Stephen Dewey.
Mm.
Hey, Stephen. And Call of Cthulhu, always.
Mhm.
And then you can always put together a horror-based one-shot
Mhm.
from some of the older games. D&D does some good ones. You could do a Shadowrun, because you know how I feel about
I
Shadowrun.
do love Shadow.
You could even do an Ether and Steamworks for one-shot if you pick it up at drivethrurpg.com.
Oh yes, of course. You know, and I heard I heard Aether Steamworks has a Kickstarter. Did something with Kickstarter.
They do. They've got an expansion Kickstarter running right now.
That's awesome. I gotta go pledge and pick it up.
Go back it now.
Yeah. Okay.
You too.
I'm gonna do that right now.
All right.
Well, do you want to watch a horror movie?
Oh, I'm definitely down. Do you have? Okay, we have the support cat here.
Hello,
so,
cat.
let's go with a classic. Have you ever seen Cabin in the Woods?
Mm-mm. No, I haven't.
All right, let's do that.
Okay.
We have returned.
We have. I just have to say, Miss Sherry and Hey Doyle are just the freaking cutest people
I
in the
know.
history of people.
How and why?
You have no right.
You have no right to be so adorable.
You don't. Yeah, so we were going through the break, and we were, Kickstarter. If anyone is interested in the Aether and Steamworks Kickstarter, it is in the chat there. If anyone wants to take a look, support your local TTRPG artist, writer, GM, all around pretty cool guy.
All of that.
Thank you,
All of
McSherry.
those things.
So we're gonna do some more. Maybe I am the asshole. I don't know. I feel like I want to just be indignantly enraged at someone in those, and I feel like these I keep like revving up, and then I'm like, oh, I guess the situation's kind of
I
understandable.
want to be like, you are most certainly
No,
the
no,
asshole.
Of course you're the fucking asshole, you
You-
fucking asshole.
Asshole.
Yeah. We also grabbed some pictures that we were talking about, but I'm not 100% sure that Ty is going to be able to load them up the way he wants to load them up. So we may
We
or
shall
may
see.
we may or may not.
I just found the cutest picture of me and your kids when they were tiny. Look at that in the chat. I'm sorry, everyone, but I must show her.
Aw, that's when you were going through your like little Backstreet Boy phase.
Ooh, look at that. That was hot.
Lame. Oh well.
Lame sauce. Oh well.
Well, you could send them to the Facebook Messenger. Would that help? Oh my God, people would see Tyson's Facebook if we did that. We don't want to do that.
Yeah.
All right.
All
Well,
right.
we will.
All right.
We'll figure it out. I mean, people probably aren't. I mean, I don't know. That would be fun, but fine. It's fine.
It's not the end of the world.
It is. All right. So we're gonna go. No, it's not. It's fine. Maybe we can set it up another time. We do have a picture of Steven with a very large bear that we want to show you. Speaking of bears, so
Big
big,
bear, like
big-
grizzly bear.
we grow them large here in the Pacific Northwest.
That's right. One of the biggest bears I've ever freaking seen, actually.
Biggest bear ever.
Adorable big giant bear.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna do another "Am I the Asshole?" Is up there. Do you want to go ahead and give that a
Bring it on.
narration, Steven? Oh, whoa! It's doing things. There we go.
Am I the asshole for agreeing to be a groomsman for my Bill's wedding?
Brother-in-law.
Oh, I don't have those. I was like, what is that? Brother-in-law's wedding, even though my wife doesn't approve of the marriage and is boycotting the wedding. So I, 37 male, have been married to my wife, 36 female, for just over a decade. We have 3 kids together, 1 daughter and 2 sons. She has a young brother who's 31. Just weeks after I started dating his sister, he and I hit it off and became fast friends, hunting, fishing, off-roading, etc. I think of him as my little brother. Anyway, when he was still in his early 20s, he ended up getting a girl pregnant. After getting pressured by both my in-laws and as well as her family, he ended up marrying her. But it was a mistake. He never loved her. He was never all that into her. They just got together one night out of boredom and ended up producing a child. Ooh.
Wow,
But
wow.
yeah, but as far as both families were concerned, that was it. They needed to get married and start and maintain a family. His ex was actually fine with it, but he wasn't. I think she loved him, but he never loved her. He loved the son that they had together, but not her. But my wife absolutely loved her and thought that she was the best thing that has ever happened to her young brother. Anyway, he ended up having an affair with his now fiance. It was wrong, obviously, but he was just so unhappy, and according to what he told me, he felt so trapped. Eventually, once the affair was found out, it led to the end of his marriage. Fast forward a couple of years, and now he is getting married to the other woman. They've asked my wife and me to be bridesmaid and groomsman. My wife has categorically refused. She says that she refuses to endorse their relationship that started out under bad circumstances and refuses to send the message to her nephew that she thinks it's okay that his father cheated on his mom. My wife wants me to also boycott the wedding, but I won't. I have told my brother in law and good friend that I will absolutely be in his wedding. Whether my wife is there or not, I know that what he did to his ex was wrong, but they never should have been married in the first place. And he's my friend, and I want him to be happy, and I know he is with his current fiance. Am I the asshole?
Yeah, I kind of think maybe he's the asshole
Yeah,
because it's a
that's
complicated situation.
complicated. Yeah.
But
Um,
grown-ups can make their own decision, and I'm not advocating for cheating. I mean, obviously that's fucked up, and there that whole excuse is
yeah,
I felt trapped, like unless you had a gun to your head. Like, I mean, and I know that's oversimplifying it because there's abuse, there's all sorts of things, you know.
sure. But then again, like, would she have wanted to spend? Sure, she loved him, but after a while, wouldn't it get old not being loved by your husband?
Well, I think that's a complicated question too, because there's a lot of people that do stay in
They're
marriages
like, we're
and
just partners now for the kids.
but here's the deal, consenting adults, right? Like
Yeah.
I don't know that, like I don't know that I would feel comfortable even if I was like, ooh, the way they got together and it kind of weirds me out or whatever. I don't think I would feel comfortable like casting the judgment
Yeah.
on the marriage. So I guess he's not the asshole. I would go to the wedding.
I mean, I probably would too if he's my good friend and he's now happy.
Yeah. And I
And I
might
mean,
be like a little
sure,
but
sure, the cheating thing sucks, but how old is the kid and why is the kid even aware that there was an affair in the first place?
right. And it's
And
not
that's how it
like,
all started. I mean,
well, that's what, yeah.
there's a lot of factors that we are not informed on in this situation, I feel like.
And romantic things, they're difficult anyway. But I don't
Yeah.
know. I
But
do
I
feel
mean,
like,
if you're not happy, communicate that with your spouse and end it before you go putting your thingy in other people.
or getting a
Fair,
thingy
right?
put in you, whatever it
You
is.
know, whichever, whatever floats your boat.
Yeah,
But communication is key, people.
right. Well, and I don't. It would. I think. I don't think he's the asshole because he's going to the wedding. I
No,
don't. I
he's
think
not
that
at
his
all.
wife is kind
She's
of
kind of being
being
an
the
asshole
asshole.
for like imposing her will on him.
Right. Like it's
That's
totally respectable that she's like, I don't want to go
more
because
power to her. Yes.
right. Like I
Yeah.
get that. You don't want to go to a wedding. I wouldn't want someone to go to my wedding who's like the whole time,
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
but shouldn't that should be someone else like his choice to go to the wedding or not go to the wedding.
Yeah. Honestly, Basil. If he wants to go, he can
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. I mean, it's a shitty situation and it's a real rough way to start a relationship because you're going to build it on like
Yeah.
this weird trust level that
What's that
doesn't.
whole saying about cheating repeating itself and like
Yeah, well, and even so,
there's like an old adage like that, isn't there?
it's like once a cheater, always a cheater.
Maybe that's as simple as that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
I
really
don't know.
know. I don't know if I
I don't know
buy
about
into that
that.
though,
Yeah, I
but
think people
yeah.
fuck up. But like, yeah,
Yeah.
I don't. It would be a weird place to start. Like, it would be weird to find out like you even like your significant other cheated on like a previous relationship because then you're like, Are they
Right.
gonna cheat on
That's
me?
like,
Yeah, like I think that puts like a little seed in there that makes
Mhm.
things more difficult.
And then paranoia. Oh, could you
Yeah.
imagine?
It's like,
I
why?
worked late. How late were
Oh,
you
did you?
working? What were
Mm-hmm.
you working on?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't want to be in that situation. No, thank you, no, ma'am.
Now, keep it honest.
That's
It's
right.
easier.
But if you want to go to that wedding, go to that damn wedding because he's still your damn friend, and don't let someone, no, even if it's your wife, control who you are.
Right. Conversations and mutual respect are one thing, but
Yes.
no, you know.
Yeah.
There are situations where she could probably lay down the line, but they would be extreme
I'm sure.
situations.
Yeah.
And it would have to be directly to her or
I guess it also kind of depends on how much hell she's willing to raise if he goes to said wedding. Like, what if
Yeah.
she's like, I will divorce your ass? Like,
Right.
there's like extremities where, like,
the
depends,
difference
you know?
is, yeah, like I'm
Yeah.
not gonna cook you dinner.
Right.
Like,
Or
okay,
it's over for life, you know?
right. Or I will cut off your dick in your sleep, a
Yeah.
la like Lorena
You know,
Bobbitt.
just don't go to the wedding if you're married to Lorena Bobbitt. It's cool.
Right.
It's fine. We're dorks. Oh my god.
I wonder if people. I always found it so entertaining that her last name was Bobbitt, and that's exactly what she did.
Yeah, she did.
She
And
bobbed
then
it.
she threw it out the
Out the
window on the
window, bitch. I know. Like I am not
Watch it go.
advocating for
Oh.
genital
And
mutilation
then
of others, but
he got into porn. Did you know that?
I didn't.
He's in porn now. They reattached it
him.
successfully, and he has a successful career. So
Hi, Crimson. Welcome. Yeah, well, that good for him. You know what?
Yeah.
Taking a bad situation and making it work for you. Although
yeah,
he
why
was
not?
kind of an asshole. That's kind
Yeah.
of why. Not to say.
Maybe not cut your dick off, asshole, but he's an
Right.
asshole.
I mean, yeah. I was gonna say like nobody's that, but I'm not. You know what? I plead
That's
the. I'm never.
extreme.
I'm not gonna make a commitment on that kind of answer. Go ahead and play the next video, Ty.
Reading my dog his allergy test results.
Sardines. Corn. Rabbit. Beef. I'm sorry. I know you love it. Cod. Shellfish.
Aw, poor little guy. Poor little pup.
Is that small enough to be a key, Ty?
So there are a few different versions that are considered miniature huskies, but that one may have been a Klikai, yes. That funny story is actually what Odin, I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen Odin, the big giant freaking husky wolf dog that walks around. He was supposed to be a miniature husky because I had a big husky before him, and I was like, next dog, I'm gonna get a miniature husky, like that one in that video. Then I crossed paths with Odin, and now I have a horse. So,
but it's Odin.
yeah, it's the sweeto. But you just never know how things are gonna work out. So
it's true. I mean, they pick you anyway. You don't have any choice.
Like, I don't quite fit the size standards, but hey,
you know what? Don't be a
human.
size queen, Steven.
Come on.
Oh, what's Michael doing?
What's William
If Michael
Shatner up
Myers
to?
worked at a car dealership.
Michael, you have a customer on line 1.
Mike, we talked about this. Just use the door. Yeah, to your left there. Yeah.
Hi, Michael. This is your 1 month performance review. I always like the employees to go first. So, how do you think you've been doing?
Appreciate the max compliance.
I'm waiting to test drive a truck, but I don't know where my sales guy is. He's supposed to be here with the key. Oh, there you are. Thank you.
I can't get it to start. Can you give me a hand, please? See what you can do.
Bonito. That's cute.
That's good times.
It's like adorable in that like it's like our parents made it or something. You know, like it's super.
So I have
high school video projecty.
Mm-hmm. I have a confession though.
Oh God, are you Michael Myers?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I went to Halloween Kills with my family.
Yes.
New one in the theater.
Yes.
And you were all entitled to your own opinion, but it was the worst,
Oh.
cheesiest, dumbest movie. I was so bad, and I was so disappointed.
So I keep wondering about that, and I'm gonna have to watch it myself. And we won't do any spoilers for that because
No.
I haven't watched it.
No.
But the original films, as it were,
Film. Yes, the film.
were really bad and cheesy as fuck.
They
and
were.
I loved them.
It's true, but it's the script and the acting. Like, I get that it could be cheesy, but it was bad, and there was just so many plot holes in it that just made no sense. No sense. It was like,
I'm gonna have to watch it because like
You're
that
gonna have
just
to watch
sounds like a regular horror movie to me.
Shannon, sacrilege.
Oh, do you know what? Oh, come on! Like they have horrible. That's like I mean, like look at Freddy. Like okay, Nightmare on Elm Street. Like what? I mean, it's the best, but what?
Sure, but it has like it has a plot and a climax and an ending, and it makes sense.
That's true.
And
I mean, it doesn't make sense, but it does have a plot, a climax, and an ending. Like it has a rising action, a climax, and a descending action.
This is like it's bad. It's just bad. You'll just have to watch it. And they try to make certain connections, I think, to kind of what's going on in the world today, or like.
But Jamie Lee Curtis
was horrible in it. I was so sad.
How dare you?
You have to watch it. You have to watch it because I'm not going to spoil anything about her role in this movie, but you need to watch it because it pissed me
She's my girl.
off. Mine too. And I love her, and I was mad for her.
No.
Yes, I was.
No. You know what I am actually really low key, high key, little overexcited for is the new Scream movie.
Oh my god, me too. Yes.
Like,
yes, I'm really excited about that.
I am. I didn't really think I was gonna be, and then I watched the trailer and I was like,
yeah. I was like, oh geez, another one? They kind of started getting dumb, and then I saw that trailer and I was like, over the moon. I mean, I was a huge fan of the first one. That broke a lot of precedents in horror movies.
I liked all three of them. I already have decided I'm pretty sure who the killer is, and all because they're gonna follow the formula.
Yeah. Did you watch the show?
There was a show?
Yeah, recently.
Oh yeah, like the miniseries?
Yeah, and it was like a porcelain-y type mask. It wasn't the actual ghost face mask.
Maybe. I have a vintage ghost face mask.
That's awesome. Yes.
Vintage because I've had it for like 20 years.
Right. But Scream, I mean, it was game changer. It changed the whole role of the horror movie because it took your main character, like your big name actress who you think's gonna be the main character, and kills her off in the first, part of the film. I was like, oh,
that's true. They did.
We've never seen that before.
Like they killed Drew Barrymore,
right? You've got to be shitting me.
That's Drew Barrymore. Not Drew Barrymore.
And it worked because from that moment on, you're like, no one's safe. Like. Right. Any one of these mofos are gonna die.
They also told you every time someone was gonna die.
Yeah.
Like it was very meta. Like the whole time. Like the Randy. Is it Randy? I think his name was Randy. The guy who was not Seth Green, but always makes me think of Seth Green.
Oh yes. Is it Randy?
I think it's
Let's go with Randy. We'll go with Randy.
Like kind of the nerdy guy, and he's like, there's that formula in every movie, and it's like, don't have sex, don't do this, don't do that. Yeah. And then it was like, oh my god, these are all correct. And then every horror movie I watched after that, I'm like, oh
yes. And I had a huge crush on Deputy Dewey.
Well, that's because it was David Arquette.
I know. But just the character, his goofiness and the way he played him and stuff, like huge crush.
He was adorable. But then there was the Scary Movie parody.
Oh no.
I love those movies. They do not. I rewatch them. They do not hold up. Like they are not okay, to be honest. Like maybe probably shouldn't be propagated in popular culture anymore.
I've been experiencing that a lot though. Going back and watching a movie I haven't seen in forever, and I'm like, I love this movie, and I watch it again, I'm like, oh no. Oh no.
Yeah. I know. Same. The Golden Girls did that to me. It's like, how many times can you slut shame a woman and have it be okay?
Right. Yeah. But I can't help it. I will always love my Golden Girls. Thank you for being a friend.
Oh no, they're the best. I rewatched
Yeah.
the whole thing recently, and every now and again when I'm sad, I watch it
Oh my
again.
gosh, I did too. I
Yeah.
showed Nicholas all of it. He'd never seen it. I was like, how are you a gay man and you don't know who the 4 best bitches on the planet are?
How can you do that and not like? I learned what a lanai was.
Oh
from
yeah,
watching
the
it.
lanai. Oh
It's
yes.
it's an open
Yeah.
outside deck.
Did you ever watch the show after the Golden Girls where it takes place in like Blanche buys a hotel or some crap like that?
For a minute.
Yeah.
But you don't see it around.
And there's like that racial episode that was like, oh. And
Well,
she's like,
they did race
yeah,
episode.
but
Like they did talk about race a few times.
yes,
And homosexuality, and
they did that one really good though because Blanche, like, she doesn't know any better because she's from the South, so like
Yep.
she doesn't realize how offensive the Confederate flag is, and she wants to hang it in the hotel, and then like she doesn't see, and she's like, no, this is just how I grew up, and she hangs it up, and then later on she's like, yeah, I'm a butthead, and she apologizes to him because he like explains it all.
Yeah,
so good.
That
In
wasn't
the
a
80s.
new. That was that was one of the episodes. That was part of the regular show.
No, it was the hotel one. It was after Golden Girls. Pretty sure.
No, because it was the dude, and he came back in, and they were in a hotel. She went So
oh,
she
maybe
went
yes, yes. Okay.
She went home because Big Daddy was over there, or whatever, and she was reprising and doing a speech, like a keynote speech for the Daughters of the Confederacy, which is what
That's
she's
right.
been in for a long
That's
time.
right.
And then
Yes.
her friend came in, and he's like, "Yo, you're not." And she's like, "What? What are you talking about?" Yeah, and then he comes around. And it was the same thing with her gay brother. And she's like, I don't care that he's gay. I just don't want him to like men.
Yeah.
It was Don Cheadle, too, was the black guy in that.
Yeah.
One. Yeah.
Yes.
Don Cheadle.
Don Cheadle.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him in a minute. Is he around still?
Yeah. He's done some pretty powerful films. He's controversial sometimes.
Well, I'm all about that.
And, like, he's not... He was
bad controversial?
Well, no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I don't know. I actually can't posture an opinion on that. I just see him controversial. Like some people say he's not the nicest guy, but I don't know who he's mean to, so I can't really take a judgment on that. You know, like if you're an asshole and he's being mean to you, I don't really care.
Yeah, right. If you're an asshole, you deserve to be an asshole too.
Okay, let's see what the crying kid is doing from what is it? The Pet Cemetery
Gage.
kid?
Gage.
Yeah.
No fair.
No fair.
No fair. No fair.
That was it?
Yeah. When you're told you have to work on Halloween. No
Nicholas
fair.
has to work a double on Halloween, his favorite freaking holiday.
I know.
So
It's
bad
like
for
there's
him.
a lot to do anyway. It's all COVID land out there.
Yeah. That's one of my favorite movies of all time. Just FYI.
It is Pet Cemetery. Do the ground is sour.
Oh, Lois. The barrier was not meant to be crossed. The ground is sour, sour, sour.
Sour. Yeah. My nose, I keep tapping my nose because like my nose is just slightly runny, but I can't. I've got
Touching your nose. Ew.
That looks kind of like Ariana Grande.
It does look very Ariana-ish.
Fried butter, Tostitos, dip that thing in there, dip it.
But I gotta be fat, Lord. I gotta be fat. She out here dipping fried butter in the cheese and eating it. I ain't never been skinny a day in my life. She out here living her skinny dreams, clogging her arteries day after day. I ain't never did nothing that fat, Lord. Never. I'm not questioning you. I'm just saying, it ain't fair. It ain't fair.
No fair.
That tickles me pink.
No fair.
To be fair, it will catch up with her.
Unless she's low carb.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know. Well, then she just, grease face. Like.
Oh, yeah. Ew. Oh, no.
No, I feel that. And I don't, here's the deal. We don't body shame, no matter what size your body is. And this is my own personal fuckery where I tend to be jealous of people who can eat and then just stay fit looking. Though I know that there's many layers to that. And again, no body shaming, just my own shit where it's like, why can you eat like 12 cheeseburgers and be skinny as a rail and happy as a clam?
Have a six-pack What
right?
the hell?
And then I eat one cheeseburger, and my butt's like, oh, hey, I'm just going to jiggle a little bit for an hour.
Oh, you know, I used to be the fit one, eat whatever I want, and now I
Oh,
eat
I
a
know.
cheeseburger, and I bloat so bad, I go from like a 34 waist to a 46, and it's that way for the next 12 hours.
I have a cheeseburger baby in my belly.
I do. And we always
Yeah,
walk
I remember you. You were, what? Yeah, you were always skinny.
I
And you ate whatever the fuck you wanted.
did. And it caught up to me.
What's this guy? Oh, it's a puppy.
Oh my god, it's a Bones Day, you guys. I can't believe it.
Oh, I love him. Yes. Have you seen him?
A Bones Day is a lucky day.
It's because he is.
Oh my
so
god,
his
it's a
pug is
Bones
13
Day,
years
you guys.
old.
I can't believe it.
And oh no.
Does this look like a Bones Day to you, John? This isn't a joke. It's a little windy out there.
Yes. So that man's pug is 13 years old. And each day when he gets up, he goes to his bed to help him up. And he either has a bones day or a no bones day. When he goes to help him up, the dog will just be a puddle and will not get up and will not move. And that's a no bones day. So that's a Saturday for the dog, and that's a chill day they have. But when he's feeling good, he'll get up and he'll have a bones day. So when he picks him up to help him out of his bed, he'll stand. And if he stands, that's a bones day, and it's a good day. Just a little side note. Yes.
Bones.
It's super cute.
I like bones.
Have all your days be bone days.
May all your days be bone days.
Yes, we did bones in our days.
You want potato salad?
Giggity.
That's good potato salad.
Bones.
It's good potato salad.
Gaggy kitty.
That kitty didn't
Show
get
it
shit
again.
from the salad.
Again.
That's good potato salad.
Oh.
It's good potato salad.
That's
Good
kind of what I
potato
do
salad.
sometimes
See?
when people over mayonnaise the potato salad. It makes me do that a little bit. I'm like,
That's a
that's a
weird
meow.
reaction.
I'm a
from
meow
cats.
too. Huh?
That's a weird reaction that cats do.
I know when they gag. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's identifiable as far as I'm concerned.
It
I'm like,
totally
oh.
is, but the way they do it, just like the mechanics of it, is just bizarre to me. Yeah. And they're the only mammal that doesn't have freaking collarbones. Weird animals.
It's true. I dissected one once. It was an anatomy and physiology.
I got 5 pieces of candy. I got a chocolate bar. I got a quarter. I got a rock.
It wasn't a rock. Was a rock. Love shot. Rock star.
Oh my goodness, the peanuts and the B-52s.
That was a mashup right there.
Choose.
That was a good mashup right there.
That was. I don't even remember what we were talking about. Oh, cats gagging. That's probably why Tyson did that. He doesn't like vomit. So we were probably talking about that, and then he decided to play the other video. So we
No
would
more
shut
of that.
up.
Yeah, no more of that.
What's up with this Ford? Ford.
That's what I was
would
just
call
going
a
on the floor.
skeleton detective. Sherlock Bones.
No.
Speaking of a Bones Day.
Every
Sherlock
day's a Bones Day with Sherlock Bones.
That's right. That's right. Till you try to get him to stand up. I bet you he has a lot of no bones days.
Probs. All right. We're
irony.
just gonna go fast through these.
Okay.
Slide.
We dressed up as news reporters on Halloween Part 5.
Dobby, now that you've gained your freedom thanks to Harry Potter, what have you been up to?
I've been stealing socks left and right.
I just want to fuck, bro. I just want to get it on. I just want to have a good time. Are you capable of ripping a man's arm clear off of his body?
I can also pull 10s. Brian, this is my proof. This is my boyfriend. He's a 10.
This is the unicorn's boyfriend. I can confirm. Wow.
He's a 10.
If a child passed by us right now, would you drop to the floor and... We was getting it live. You know what I'm saying? We was getting it live out here. We was out here getting it and whatnot. Yo, go Birds. If you're a Democrat or a Republican, fuck you. As long as you're a Birds fan, that's all I care about. Go Birds. They better fucking win tomorrow. I'm gonna
right off the Wall Women Bridge, and that's a fact. You can mail it home and tell it to your mother.
Walt Whitman would not approve.
So
So apparently that was in Philly.
I cannot relate to any of those people as I have no attachment to sports whatsoever.
Is it the bad thing that all I could think of was the burr 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 burr
Yeah.
burr?
Bird
Bird is the word, everyone.
right.
No, the only one. I mean, I don't know not the screaming "Go Birds," but I mean, as you can attest, I have been loud.
You?
I know everyone's surprised that perhaps I have gotten
no
a
way.
little loud while intoxicated.
You?
No.
No.
So weird.
I don't know.
I know. I don't think but yeah, so I kind of identify with that chick just a little. Not that I'm going to scream "Go Birds." What birds? There's lots of birds, right? Like the Philadelphia Eagles are a bird. There's also like the Falcons, right? Or is it a different sports team?
I have no idea. Well, evidently it's a different one because they are the Eagles. Look at Crimson Pleasures. I live in Philly and we are sick of Eagles fans.
Fuck the Eagles fans!
Yeah.
Unless you're an Eagles fan and then we love you and I'm sure you're great, but every other one, that sucks.
But you should like the band, the Eagles. Screw the sport.
Oh, yeah. I was cruising down the road trying to loosen my load. I got 7 women on my mind. 4 that want to hold me, 2 that want to stone me. 1 says she's a friend of mine. Take it easy.
You know that a lot better than me. I basically know the chorus.
It's a girl, my lord, in a flatbed Ford. Take a look at me. My mama used to drive a flatbed Ford. So she was like, that song's about me. I'm a girl, my lord, driving in a flatbed. So we listen to it a lot.
Like, I'm gonna take it easy.
I also know a lot of like Kenny Loggins and Alabama and
Alabama, yes.
Alabama. It's not my fault. It's my parents' fault.
Yeah.
But I still, and the Beach Boys.
love
Lots
it.
of the Beach Boys because they're from California and my dad was a Beach Boy. Not like the band.
Yeah.
Because I would be much more financially set if that was the case. But yeah, he was from LA.
I could see him being laid back and stoned on a beach.
Funny story. He never actually smoked pot until he met my mother, who no longer smokes pot. It's been like 40 years since she did that.
How the tables have turned.
I know, right? I know.
That's
anyway,
hilarious.
There's a reason that it's a really cute story, but I'm not sure I should just in case on the weird off fact that my parents would mind. I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, what's this chick doing? What's she doing? What's up, chick?
If we're not buying vintage full-length nightgowns and using them to look like dying Victorian children in our apartments at night, I don't know what we're doing, and you need to get it together, okay?
Mama, I think I might have the fever.
You know what?
I want to be her friend.
Yep.
Get me a nightgown.
Exactly. Yeah. No.
I love that.
Mother, I think I have the fever.
Mummy,
I have spots. I was
am
in
I going to die?
Mummy, ring around the rosy.
Look at this Kiki Mao. What's this Kiki Mao doing?
Alright, this is the last video.
This is what it chews like to feel 5 gum. This is what it feel. This is what it feel. This is what it chews. This is who. This is what it chews like to feel. This is what it foos like to chew 5. This is cum. This is what it chew. This is where. This is what. This is how it. This is how it chews. This is what chewing. This is what gums. 5 gums. There's. Stimulate your senses.
It's like, have you watched the ones where they go up and they try to have a conversation and they're like, maybe we could do this, but if we did this, I just really wanted to tell you, I've been feeling this. It's just that I feel like if I've been feeling this way, and it's just that I want to tell you, and it just never stops, and it's like,
you know what? I don't want to watch those because
they're horrible.
I feel like that would be personally attacking me because when I get nervous, it happens at work, when I will go in and I will be trying to explain something, and I'm really good at sounding professional and that I have my shit together until I don't. It's like, So, have you gotten that Excel report down from the and so if you put the numbers in the in my red stapler, like
I feel that.
yeah.
I have since I've been doing these YouTube videos for like the company about like anxiety and stuff. Like for instance, the last one I just did, it was about eye problems, like flashes and floaters, and if
Yeah,
it
yeah,
can
yeah.
be anxiety. So it was like talking about different parts of the eye and the humor and like all of the things. And like you could totally tell when I'm like, yeah, this and this and this and that, and it's all totally confident, and then all of a sudden there'll be like a super scientific word, and I'm like in the you should see my takes. Like all of the takes it takes to get one good shot that I put in it. It is hilariously sad and pathetic, and I crack myself up. Like I just sitting here dying laughing watching my
I mean,
reel.
that's the shit that you should put on TikTok.
I should. You're
I
right.
mean,
Like
some
you
money.
think it's all fun and games? Like this is the real world of
This
it.
is hard.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm a professional adult. It's nice I'm in IT because everybody's awkward, so I can just I'm like, and I mean, and I'm awkward. I'm bi.
Yeah. Right. I guess at least it's just me and the camera by myself.
Right? No, it sucks too.
If you only knew. Yeah.
Sucks.
But I'm getting all tongue-tied and twisted and stumbling over my own words, and I'm like, there's nobody with me. It's like, I don't know what I'm doing. Going back to bed, turn the camera off.
I need my green M&Ms, and I'm going to my dressing room.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
so we did the thing, and we're
We did the
done.
thing.
We're 10
We're
minutes
done.
over, just talking to
Oh
ourselves.
my God.
Thank you, everyone, for hanging out with us.
Yes.
It probably makes us feel unreasonable, for me, like unreasonably cool that you'll just like hang out and listen to us talk at you.
Right.
Even if there's only like a couple
I
of
love it.
people. It's Crimson and McSherry there in the chat who are fabulous ladies. So I'm just happy. But yeah,
happy.
we can do this for posterity too. We'll be 90 years old eventually. And then
Ooh.
we'll look at this and we'll be like, aw, look how dumb we were back then.
Yeah. Wow. What were we thinking?
I don't know. I look pretty cute as a kitty. I do have to say.
You look cute.
I did a pretty
I have
good
to say, Nicholas earlier, I showed him the picture of the bear, and like I was like, look, and like, he's all, yeah, Shannon is so fucking gorgeous, and I was like, oh, that's really nice. I'm gonna tell her you said that.
Thanks. I wasn't even in that picture.
I know. It was just like she took this picture. We were all talking about you, and then she's like, she's so beautiful.
Tell Nick he doesn't have to suck up anymore. I like him already.
Fair enough.
Anyway, yes. So we will bid adieu. I hope everyone has a happy I was gonna say Thanksgiving, that too, but we'll address that later. Yeah. Halloween, whether that's like sitting at home in a costume watching scary movies or hopefully safely going out and about doing social distancing and things like that. But
yes,
stay safe. Eat too much candy.
Yeah. Feel terrible for it.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna.
I know. It's like, it's like a sugar hangover. And we will see you back on Thursday, where we will be doing dreams. And we're pert near the end of.
Oh, we are, huh?
Yeah, we're getting there.
I'm getting nervous.
And then also Friday with Sparrows. So we had our crossover episodes last week, and shit's getting real. I don't even know what's gonna happen. So
yeah. I got sent a certain image above a certain character, and I was like, it's really amazing art, Ty. Great job, but I'm a little scared.
Yes, nice art piece. What's that for?
Yeah.
Nothing, he said.
Beautiful. Like, oh, yeah, good. Yep, that's a character we want back in the mix.
We're all gonna die! Ooh, hashtag long weekend chilling spookily. I like it.
Ooh, love that. Okay.
All right, everybody. Keep in touch. If you are watching this and you're checking out the channel for the first time, give the channel a follow. We've got all sorts of cool content. We've got this. We've got Team B's Power Hour when they're able to do it, which is awesome. We've got Saturdays are it's masked on Remarkables. We do a Misguided Souls, which is a Monster Hearts game. Every Thursday we have a break, and when we're having a break with our dreams, we're gonna be doing that every other week. So we've got a whole bunch of stuff. amazing content, fabulous people, great. I feel like it's good entertainment. I mean, I'm
It
biased,
is.
obviously, but
Yeah.
yeah. So check us out. I think that's
Biasly
all.
cool.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
great. All right, everybody, have a happy Halloween, and we will see you next
Yes.
week.